Today in Croke Park, you will see something that has never happened before. Either Coláiste Mhuire Mullingar will win the Hogan Cup for the first time, or a Tralee CBS will win the Hogan Cup for the first time. The referee is Brendan Cawley from Kildare. Took charge of last year's All-Ireland Senior Football Final between Kerry and Donegal. Kerry won that, as they seem to win every football final these days, all at club level, and now they're looking to take home the post-primary cup too. Here we go. The throw is claimed by Mullingar and it's claimed by the midfielder Christor Ormsby. And now in the middle of the park, it's Paul Keating from Mullingar Shamrocks. Takes two goes to get the ball in his hands. Now he's got it to Will Scahill, the corner forward. And Will Scahill looking to get the first point of the day from just inside the D. And that's exactly what he's done. Will Scahill from Shenandoah opens the scoring inside 30 seconds. Broke two challenges very well and kicked it from just outside the D over the crossbar. It's a short kick out from Tralee, comes to Owen Moriarty. And Tralee will now look to launch their first attack of the final as their fans raise the noise again. Tralee advancing through Cian McKenna. They come to a stop just outside the arc. Now it's in the hands of Owen O'Flaherty. Sends it right to Fionn Ryan from Austin Stacks, the joint captain of the team. Now Ronan Carroll. Owen O'Flaherty again. Martin McKivergan, the other joint captain. Breaks the tackle, injects a bit of pace now into their attack. Sends it back now outside the arc. In the hands of O'Flaherty again, his third possession of this play. Garrod White will go for it from outside the arc. It's dropping short and punched clear by Adam Buckley in the Mullingar goal. Paul Keating, though, he got himself into a bit of trouble, but he got himself out of it. And now Mullingar take it clear through Michael Maloney from the Downs. Michael Maloney plays a 1-2, and now the kick pass into the full forward line. And the ball comes to Michael Weir, the captain. Another pass, and they're inside here. Goal chance! And Michael Maloney blasted high and over the bar. So 2 points to no score from Mullingar after 2 minutes of play. The Tralee fans not deterred, even as their kick-out goes over the sideline. They'll have the hope throughout this game, I'm sure, that Kerry teams always find a way. The line ball is right in the middle of the pitch, and it comes to Michael Maloney, who just scored that point. Could have had a goal. Paul Keating now from Mullingar Shamrocks. Passes inside, and now the ball comes from Will Scahill. He's got a point. Has he a goal? Yes! Another very well worked move from Mullingar. The hand passing was precise, and the angles were great to cut a hole in the Tralee defence. And Scahill finishes at the near post, and it's 1-2 to no score after 3 minutes. And Mullingar have come flying out the blocks. And they win another Tralee kick out. It's Paul Keating. And now Ty Masterson from Mullingar Shamrocks. Cian Loughlin from the Downs. A very confident start from Mullingar as Sean Byrne takes it forward. Now Cian Loughlin again. Being forced to the right by Mikey Corridan, the wing-back for Tralee, but he finds a pass to Conor Cleary. Conor Cleary has a man just inside the arc. Now they're inside the D. This is another point, this time from Stephen McWade. Yes! Mullingar, very economical with their chances. I don't recall them having a wide yet. And it's 1-3 to no score. And their dominance over the Tralee kick-out continues. The three-time Leinster champions retained the trophy last year, looking to add an All-Ireland post-primary title to their mantle. Ty Masterson from Mullingar Shamrocks. He's the fullback. He's coming through the middle. Finds Paul Keating out left. Keating's been involved in a lot of play. Will he get his first score of the day? Yes, he will. And the Tralee fans are quiet now. The sharpshooting Mullingar forwards have made them that way. And you can hear that the Mullingar fans are letting them have it in a big way. 5 minutes, 5 scores for Mullingar, 1-4 to nothing. Ronan Carroll tries to claim his own kick out, but he's set upon by 3 Mullingar men. The ball's turned over. Here comes Will Scahill, the goal scorer. There's a man inside. It's Stephen McWade. He just about stops the ball from going out of play. And a pass inside to Will Scahill. He's got another goal chance. It's from the same position. But this time, the defence gets back. Scahill had another chance. And the keeper's dropped it. And it's coming to Mullingar hands. But the referee... I thought the referee had blown his whistle. Conor Cleary instead couldn't get the ball under his complete control. And it's gone wide. I think that is the first wide for Mullingar. Just have a look at the replay there. It's squirted out of the hands of the keeper, and Cleary, he tried to drop kick it. It was blocked from angle from where I'm sitting on level 7 of the Hogan stand. Tralee's kick out is short, and they do have the ball now. And they'll look to set up their next attack, and hopefully, from their perspective, their first score. They're playing it well. They've caught inside the 21. It's a tight angle, and it's wide at the near post from Nick Lacey. And the school that produced many Kerry luminaries, including Kieran Donaghy, are still searching for their breakthrough score. They haven't raised the flag yet. The team with 17 Munster post-primary titles. Referee is just having a word, and this might be a free to Tralee. I'm not sure what the infraction was. Potentially a 3-player violation. Yes, it is, because the free now, it looked like it was going to be taken from outside the arc, but now they've brought it to the 21-metre line. So Ronan Carroll from Austin Stacks, one of a few Austin Stacks players on the team, 3 in the starting lineup, will finally open Tralee's account for the day. It's taken them 7.5 minutes to do so, but it's 1-4 to a point. And maybe now the Kerry side can start to forge their path to a first Hogan Cup. The Mullingar kick-out is long and central, and it's landed in the hands of Cian McKenna of Tralee. Mikey Corridan now looking for Nick Lacey. That pass is cut out, and it's cut out by Conor Cleary. Comes now to Cian McLaughlin. He's got some space forward. He's also got some men forward. One of them is Sean Breslin. Now here he comes, crossing the 45, inside the arc. A good run by Paul Keating, and now Keating might be in for a goal. The Tralee defence do well to cut him off. Keating tries to come around the back door, but he's been forced wide. Now there's a kick pass to a very central position just outside the arc. It's Cian Loughlin. And Cian Loughlin with the pass. And it comes now to this corner forward, Stephen McWade. And Stephen McWade from a very central position has put that wide. So they're shooting boots betraying them for the first time, Mullingar. Conor Cleary did put that goal chance wide, but it was a bit of a snapshot. McWade had time to settle there, and he didn't take it. They have won back the Tralee kick-out. That's been a feature of their game so far. Again, Keating's in space on the left. He jinks inside. Fionn Ryan, the joint captain for Tralee, and he knocks it over the bar brilliantly. 2 points for Paul Keating from Mullingar Shamrocks. And the 7-point lead that was once Mullingar's is again. The kick out, I think, is going to go left, and it is. It's 2-on-2 underneath the high ball. And I think that's been claimed by Mullingar again. Oh no, it was Tralee who called the mark, and there might have been a push in the back there as well. Nick Lacey now inside the 21, but at a tight angle. He's looking to run that angle down, gets onto his right boot and lets off a very high shot, and it's gone over the bar. A first from play for Tralee. And it's come through Nick Lacey, the corner forward from Kerins O'Rahilly's. Seemed to hang in the air for an age before it finally came down. And the umpire raises the white flag. Now the Mullingar kick out is won by Mullingar. Rory O'Brien got it, but then fell down and then has been penalised for lying on the ball. Taken quickly by Garrod White. Garrod White wrapped up just outside the arc, gets it out to Martin McKivigan, one of the joint captains of this Tralee team, the other being Fionn Ryan, the number 5. The other wing back, Mikey Corridan, is on the ball now. And now it's Cian McKenna, the midfielder from Churchill. McKivigan advances and kicks up points from just outside the 21. The joint captain from Ballymac has his first of the day. And Tralee on the road to recovery. It was a horrible start for them. They found themselves 1-4 to no score down at one stage. As the weather's becoming a bit more overcast here in Croke Park. The sun was out and shining for the hurlers, but more grey clouds are coming from over the Davin stand. Meanwhile, the kick out from Mullingar has gone short, and it's come to Sean Byrne. Now Michael Mhuire, unlike Tralee, Michael Mhuire is the sole captain of his team. Christor Ormsby, the man who won the opening throw ball from the referee and set Mullingar in their way, really, in that regard. Paul Keating standing in place on the 45-metre line. Now Cian Loughlin. There's a man in space, very central. That man is the captain, Michael Mhuire. Cian Loughlin might look for it back, but Mhuire steps inside his marker again, but Mikey Corridan does well to retrieve the situation. Mhuire is ferociously tackling, trying to win the ball back, but he's given away a free. Advantage played, though, by the referee, and Garrod White is the man to take it forward. He tries to step inside, and the referee is going to pull the game back to where the advantage accrued, which was just inside the Tralee half of the field. So that free kick is taken short, and it come to Tyg O'Connor, the wing forward from Ballyduff. Now Fionn Ryan, Martin McKivigan, and Owen O'Flaherty. Tralee working the ball from the Hogan to the Cusick. And they patrol the arc. Back to O'Flaherty and now Carroll. Ronan Carroll, the free taker. Might be looking for his first from play. Jinx one way then the other. Looked to get it on his right boot, but the Mullingar defence wouldn't allow it. It was Cian Loughlin who was tracking him. Here's Carroll again. Pass outside the 45 to Martin McKivigan. There'll be a shot coming as soon as he gets inside the arc. It's a low trajectory shot, but it's straight over the bar. And Garrod White, the full forward, adds his name to the score sheet. A good solo dummy to step inside Michael Mhuire, and a very central position for him to take a shot. The kick out has gone towards the Hogan stand, brilliantly claimed by Christor Ormsby, and the big man in the centre with the orange boots steps the referee as he looks to get beyond the challenge of Owen O'Flaherty. It's now Conor Cleary stuck on the sideline, looking for a kick pass inside to his corner forward, but it's come back out again. The space wasn't there to engineer a shot. Michael Mhuire, the captain. Sean Byrne, the centre back. Now it comes to Cian Loughlin. Loughlin's been involved in a lot, but he's yet to get on the score sheet. Comes to Sean Byrne again. Stephen McWade's making a run, but Byrne retains possession. Now he plays the pass. He plays it to Conor Cleary, who's also yet to score. He might be looking to change that now. He's solo steps inside. It's Cleary. He's still going. Oh, he's cracked it into the roof of the net. He sold 2 fantastic solo dummies. And he scored the second goal of the game for Mullingar. Just have a look at this again. He skins one man, skins another, and just blasts it into the roof. Shades of Owen Mulligan there from 2005, but just into the other goal. Meanwhile, that kick out from Tralee has gone over the sideline, and Mullingar will get their chance to launch another attack. Starts off with Rory O'Brien, and continuing now to the fullback Ty Masterson, who's a very long way from home. Finn Higgins, the full forward. And now out to Cian Loughlin. Loughlin steps inside McKivergan. Comes to Paul Keating. And now it's Sean Byrne on the edge of the arc. The pass goes inside the arc. Pressure from Tralee is ferocious, though. The ball breaks out to Ty Masterson. And Ty Masterson for Stephen McWade. Stephen McWade off his left foot. That looks like it's gone to the right. And it has. But Mullingar are very ambitious with their aggressive runners, looking to set up potential goal chances. And if that doesn't come off, they find themselves in a good position to take their point. Tralee, though, are looking for an answer. Gearóid White on the ball now on the 45-metre line. Comes now to Ronan Carroll, excuse me. Martin McKivergan stepped up to Ormsby, gets past Ormsby, his opposite number. McKivergan, he's looking for help. He's got it to Gearóid White, but Gearóid White spills the ball and Ormsby takes ownership of it. He's got a man in front of him. That man is Michael Mhuire. And now Michael Mhuire looks to release an attacker. And that attacker is, he's been pulled down outside the arc. The guilty party, I believe, is Owen O'Flaherty. And it'll be a free to Mullingar from just outside the arc. It was the cornerback, I should say, Ben Sheeran from Mullingar Shamrocks. And now there will be a chance of a 2-pointer. It's high and wayward, and it's going to drop short. It's broken by the Tralee full back line, and Owen Moriarty will take it clear. Tygo O'Connor looking to turn to Fenton to attack, but Finn Higgins has stripped him. Tralee have it back. It's Fionn Ryan, but they've lost it again. They've lost it illegally this time, though. And they looked to take it quickly, Tralee did, but Fionn Ryan has stayed down. Now they get the free away. It's a lateral free, and it goes to Michael Enright, the cornerback. The pass is cut out, though, as they try to hit the full forward line, and Mullingar come away with it again. It's Cian Loughlin running at Michael Enright. Loughlin passes, and Mullingar, though, forced outside the arc. And Sean Byrne takes possession of the ball now to Michael Mhuire. And now Paul Keating. Will Scahill's there for him, and there he is now in possession. Scahill goes onto his right foot, looks for a 2-pointer. It's high, it's curling back inside. Has it curled enough? No. Oh, the Mullingar fans thought he had it, but the lead remains at 7. Very handsome lead, though, especially for only 19 minutes into the final. The kick out goes towards the Cusack stand. Caught cleanly and the mark taken. That kick now sent to Nick Lacey. One-on-one with Ben Sheeran. Lacey forced sideways, passed it to Cian McKenna. And now it's been forced back to Mikey Corridon. Garrod White, the full forward, has come very deep. Owen O'Flaherty taking it forward, looking to take on his man, which he does. O'Flaherty has a scoring opportunity. This does look like it's going inside the left-hand post, and it does. Owen O'Flaherty, the first Tralee defender, I should say, to get on the board. And I think that point has been erroneously given to Mullingar on the scoreboard, but I can confirm it is 2-5 to 5 points. Mullingar still lead. Tralee have won a free kick, meanwhile, off their kick out. And the ball is now on the Cusack side of the pitch through Martin McKivergan. McKivergan gets away from Mhuire. Pass backwards to O'Flaherty. Owen O'Flaherty, the most recent scorer. Back to Ronan Carroll, who has 1 point now from a free. That scoreboard has now been corrected. It is indeed 2-5 to 5 points. Fionn Ryan to Garrod White. Mullingar marshalling the arc, trying to keep Tralee out of scoring range. O'Flaherty has found a runner inside. It's Tom Quilter. Back to O'Flaherty. Can he get his seconds? It took a deflection on the way wide, so it's going to be a 45-metre free. The first of the match, I believe. Certainly the first of the match for Tralee. And it's a very central 45-metre free. As we take another look, it looked like Conor Cleary got fingertips on that shot from Owen O'Flaherty. So the linesman is just marking the point where the 45 will be taken. Meanwhile, the co-managers, Liam O'Sullivan and Mark O'Shea, they've got some thinking to do. And there's a Mhuire Fournier on the field for Tralee. He's been forced off by the referee. Martin McKivergan is going to be the man to take this 45 for Tralee CBS. We have a bit of a delay here as the referee gets himself back into position. That Mhuire Fournier incident taken care of. So McKivergan from off the turf in a very central position, looking to reduce the arrears to 5 points. The kick goes up. Looks like it's going left though, and it's wide. So a missed opportunity there for Martin McKivergan. With 7 minutes to go until half time, it remains Coláiste Mullingar 2-5, Tralee CBS 5 points. He takes his time with the kick out, Adam Buckley, and he sent it over the sideline. Ryan Hurley looks to take it quickly. He's got a man inside. That man is Ronan Carroll. There's a chance here for Tralee. McConnell tries to get on his right foot, and the shot is saved by Adam Buckley. Tralee still have the ball, though. It's come central now to Martin McKivergan. He's looking to come through. That shot took a deflection too, but it took a deflection over the bar. Second point for McKivergan after a great save from Adam Buckley to deny Ronan Carroll a goal. So Buckley, this kick out will go long, I think. There are men clustered around the centre. Here it is, going to land on the halfway line and claimed by Martin McKivergan. Quick passing by Tralee, releases Cian McKenna. And they have a man on the left-hand side who gives it back to McKenna. Good hand passing from Tralee. McKenna gets down to allow room for the shot. And that shot has gone over the bar. Second point of the day for Nick Lacey. 2 in a row, it's 3 in a row now for Tralee. And it's 2-5-7 all of a sudden. And a 4-point lead, or 4-point deficit from Tralee's perspective wouldn't be the best. But considering how they started the game, they probably would have taken it off you about 10-15 minutes ago. The kick out from Mullingar is won. And it comes now to Finn Higgins on the 45-metre line. And he's got runners inside him. One of those is Cian Loughlin. And Cian Loughlin has put it over the bar. And the man who's been involved in so much build-up play finally gets on the end of a scoring opportunity. And with 5 minutes to go, the lead is 5 again for Mullingar. The kick out is broken by Ormsby and Mullingar, but it does come back into Tralee hands. And as they advance into Mullingar territory, it's Gearóid White who takes possession, steps inside Ormsby. The referee sticks his arm out for advantage. So let's see what Tralee can do with this free play. White's going to go for a 2-pointer. It's dropping in around the house. Buckley punches it clear. Still in Tralee hands. And the referee blows his whistle. Mullingar retrieved the situation, so with the advantage being played, the ball will be pulled back to around the 45-metre line. And a chance for a 2-pointer here for Tralee if they choose to go for the posts. Another heart-in-mouth moment around the Tralee goalpost. And as we see there, Ormsby was dragging out of Gearóid White. So Martin McKivergan will stand over this one again. He put the 45 wide. This one is a little bit further out and in roughly the same position. So Tralee have their men around the 6-yard box in case this drops in around the house. It's McKivergan. This one looks better for distance. It's over the bar. 2-pointer for Martin McKivergan. And the joint captain stretches his personal tally to 4 points. And with 3 minutes to go, it's a 3-point game. Coláiste Mullingar 2-6. Tralee CBS 9 points. And the drama of the Hogan Cup Final is starting to take hold. Buckley sees his kick out in Tralee hands. Fionn Ryan takes it forward very centrally. Keaton coming across to try and cut him off. Ormsby too. Ormsby is successful in the tackle. Mullingar, though, can't get the ball. They don't bend their back to pick it up. And Tralee retain the possession. Owen O'Flaherty. He's got a man outside him. That man is Tygo O'Connor. But O'Flaherty will go himself. Now he gives the pass just outside the D. But Mullingar with the turnover. The turnover through Will Scahill, the goal scorer. Scored the first of the 2 goals that Mullingar have on the board. And here's the fullback, Ty Masterson. Comes to Finn Higgins. Finn Higgins' pass, though, is intercepted by Tygo O'Connor. And now Gearóid White, again a full forward, is doing his work around the backs. White now takes it clear, gets away from the attentions of Stephen McWade. A long ball into the half-forward, Ronan Carroll. He just prevents from going outside. Now there's a low pass into the box to Ryan Hurley. Ryan Hurley, was he pushing the back? Referee doesn't give a foul. Hurley has to give it out to his fellow corner forward, Nick Lacey. Ronan Carroll off on that far side now. Tom Quilter outside the arc. Gearóid White again. O'Flaherty wants it. Instead it comes to McKivergan. And now underneath the Hogan stand, it's Cian McKenna. Cian McKenna has his space and time to tee up a shot. Cuts it onto his more favoured left foot. But the ball drops short into the welcoming gloves of Adam Buckley. Now Christopher Ormsby takes it forward. He's an imposing presence. He's a big man and has got orange boots. So he's hard to miss. 1 minute added on at the end of the first half. But there's still a minute of the scheduled 30 to be played. So we've got 2 minutes of football left to enjoy. Taking it forward through the middle is Sean Byrne. Outside to Paul Keating. And now just outside the arc, it's Cian Loughlin. Loughlin takes his time, appraises the situation, and passes to Conor Cleary. So it goes through all three of the half-forward line from Mullingar in the space of about 10 seconds. Now it's with the half-back, Michael Mhuire. The captain looks for his first score of the final, and I think he's missed it. He has. So the kick out now coming from the Tralee goalkeeper, Olivier Lata. It's gone left, but it's been broken by Mullingar, and they will come on the attack again. Lata retreats back to his goal line. Stephen McWade with a long hand pass inside, and I think that's Finn Higgins inside. He's got a man over. That man is Michael Maloney, and Michael Maloney palms the ball into the net. It's a third goal for Coláiste Mullingar. And after Tralee did so much good work to get them back into a competitive position, their efforts are wiped out. The hand pass across from Higgins, the finish by Maloney, and it's a 6-point game once again. And Tralee just trying to retain their own kick out. They haven't got the ball in hand yet. Now they do. It's O'Flaherty trying to burst through tackles, and he's won himself an advantage. Comes now to McKivergan. McKivergan past Ormsby. McKivergan still going. He's got a man inside, but he can't get control of the ball. McKivergan has to retrieve the situation, but he can't. Mullingar clean up, and that is the end of the first half. A half that started brilliantly for the men in green from Mullingar. They were 1-4 to no score up at one stage. Tralee then started to get their foothold, got themselves to back within 3 points at one stage. But the goals from Coláiste kept coming. And a crucial one at the end of the first half has given them a sizable cushion as we head into the break. The halftime score in the 2026 Hogan Cup Final. Coláiste Mullingar 3-6, Tralee CBS 9 points. Welcome back to the 2026 Hogan Cup Final here in Croke Park. This is your audio descriptive commentary from Croke Park in collaboration with Vision Sport Ireland. Coláiste Mullingar in commands. They lead Tralee CBS by 3-6 to 9 points as both teams chase down their first ever All-Ireland victory at this level. The lights have come on in Croke Park as grey clouds start to come over the stadium. Second half is underway, and the ball will be won by Tralee as it was breaking around the place. Tralee finally got hands of it, and they send it into the half-forward line. It's Ronan Carroll on the ball now, trying to step outside some challenges. Comes to Gearóid White. Gearóid White spun around by Sean Byrne. He's won the free, but he'll go for the shot anyway. The ball is going to drop short, and the referee now will pull the play back. So, just looking down at the Hogan stand, the Mullingar fans vastly outnumber those supporting Tralee. Almost 3-1, I would say. But it'll be the Kerry side who had the chance to get the first score of the second half. And it could be a 2-pointer. They are outside the arc. That's certainly what Ronan Carroll will be going for. And here he goes. That is over the bar, but he stepped inside the arc as he shot, so it'll only be one. No matter, from a Tralee perspective, they get the first score of the second half, and they are back on the road to recovery after having had some terrible deficits so far in this game. They were 7 down at one stage, 1-4 to no score, and 6 down at half-time. But now here they come again through Mikey Corridon. It's come to Nick Lacey, and back now to the centre-back, Owen Flaherty. Tralee manoeuvring the ball around outside of the arc. Owen Moriarty with the hand pass back inside, and the ball comes again to the centre-back, Owen O'Flaherty. Ronan Carroll drops deep to pick up the football. Garrod wide, thought about injecting a bit of pace. That pace will come from Carroll instead. He's got the advantage, so he will take his shot, his free shot. And has he put that over the bar? The umpires do nothing, which means he's put it wide, and the play is again but call back. No, they had a look at each other, and they decided that Ronan Carroll's shot did in fact go between the posts. So that's 3 now for Carroll, his first to come from open play. The Mullingar kick out goes left and long, and it's claimed brilliantly by Will Scahill. But Will Scahill is immediately penalised for overcarrying. Tralee wastes no time in getting the game back underway. Garrod White now underneath the Cusack stand. Martin McKivergan scored the only 2-pointer in this game so far. Tries to create a goal chance, but the ball bounces beyond prospective Tralee attackers. Comes instead to Conor Cleary, who got one of the goals for Mullingar in the first half. Sean Byrne has won a free, but play continues through advantage. A low ball is sent in just inside the arc, and the ball comes now to Paul Keating. He's forced out of the arc by some strong defending from Owen O'Flaherty. There's a man out left though for Mullingar in a scoring position. That man is Finn Higgins. Finn Higgins though goes with the pass to Stephen McWade, and Stephen McWade is forced to cough up the football. Tralee fans, despite being outnumbered, making a huge amount of noise beneath us as Cian McKenna advances on their behalf. Mikey Corridon, he's got men inside and outside him. Goes backwards instead. The supporting player was Garrod White, and now Ronan Carroll attacking the goal. There could be a goal on here. Carroll went for the pass back inside, but it was cut out by Mullingar, and away they come. Mullingar dodged the bullet there, and they look to turn defence into attack. It's Christopher Ormsby, the number 8 from Mullingar Shamrocks. Fumbles the ball briefly, gets it back under control. Is he being held? The referee says that's a clean tackle, but Mullingar get the ball back through Cian Loughlin. Ormsby has stayed down as Loughlin assesses his options, goes with Michael Weir, his captain. And it comes back to Loughlin. Conor Cleary, Cian Loughlin, Mullingar taking their time around the middle of the pitch. It's come now to Sean Byrne, and Sean Byrne has won the advantage. Paul Keating, and now there's a wayward, speculative 2-point attempt, and now it will be a free just outside the arc for Coláiste Mullingar as Ormsby continues to receive treatment in the centre of the field. Ryan Hurley was the guilty party, the man who gives Mullingar the chance to nail a 2-pointer of their own. It was McKivergan who got it from roughly this distance in the first half, although he's shot from the ground. This is coming out of the hands of Will Scahill. It's got the distance for sure, but very wayward in terms of accuracy. And Scahill misses the chance to restore the 6-point lead that Mullingar enjoyed at half-time. The kick out, though, from Olivier Latta goes beyond the hands of Nick Lacey. And Mullingar take the sideline, through Conor Cleary, goes to Christopher Ormsby, and now it's Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne looking for a pass inside. Doesn't stick for Will Scahill. Does for Michael Weir. Michael Weir finds a man outside. That man has put it over the bar. And that man was Paul Keating, his 3rd of the afternoon. So 3-7 to Coláiste. We're at 11 points to Tralee. The kick out is taken short to Martin McKivergan. 7 minutes gone in the second half. It's Coláiste Mhuire at 3-7, Tralee 11 points. Neat hand passing from Tralee to take them into the final third. Although, as I say that, there's a fumble from Ronan Carroll, but he's regathered it. Carroll faced up to Paul Keating. And there's a pass inside for Gearóid White. Gearóid White trying to take them all on his own. He's won an advantage. And there's a shot coming from right in front of the posts. And it's over the bar from Tadhg O'Connor. And the number 10 from Ballyduff has his first of the afternoon, and the gap is back down to 4. Adam Buckley's kick out goes left. It'll land around the halfway line, and it's cleanly taken by Paul Keating, who got their most recent score. Now Cian Loughlin is coming through the middle. His rampage has been stopped, though. Turned over by Mikey Corridan. Now the man to take it forward is Tom Quilter, but he needs Corridan's help again. Ono Flaherty now has Quilter outside him. Doesn't need him at first. Now Quilter will get the football. Quilter burst through Stephen McWade. Gearóid White. And now coming from defence to help the attack is Fionn Ryan, one of the joint captains. Cian McKenna inside, plays a very precise pass inside. It comes to the 13-metre line. It's been gathered now by Tadhg O'Connor, but there were too many Mullingar defenders around him. And Christor Ormsby comes out with it. Ty Masterson, the fullback, forward for Stephen McWade, the corner forward. Scoops the ball up. And now looks to release Michael Weir. Michael Weir had a hand around his neck, but continues forward and puts it over the bar. The captain adds his name to the list of scorers. 7 separate scorers now for the men from Mullingar, and it's back to a 5-point game. The mark has been called off the Tralee kick-out, and the ball is now in the hands of Stephen Turner, the cornerback from Ballymac. His fellow cornerback, Michael Enright, will take over. And now it's with Mikey Corridan. Mikey Corridan steps inside Cian Loughlin and finds a pass inside to Martin McKivergan. McKivergan moves forward. His opposite number, Ormsby, looks to challenge him, but he still has possession. Now it's Fionn Ryan. Mikey Corridan's in some space. Now Corridan has the ball. And there's a man outside in a lot of space. That's Tom Quilter. Tom Quilter now attacking. Looks to play the pass forward to Cian McKenna. Cian McKenna has a goal chance, and Cian McKenna finds the bottom corner. The midfielder has his goal. The Tralee midfield have now combined for 1-4. It was a very assured finish into the corner. And all of a sudden, with 20 minutes left, we're looking at a 2-point game. There's a Mare Fournier on the pitch. And Mullingar just getting some water on board. Meanwhile, there's a yellow card for Tom Quilter of Tralee. Not sure what that was for. But in any event, we got a game on our hands. The Mullingar kick out is long. And it's won by Tralee. It's won by Gearóid White. White with the outside of his left boot. Looks for Ronan Carroll. Carroll advancing. Couldn't orchestrate a scoring opportunity off his left foot, and it's come back out to McKivergan. Cian McKenna. And now Mikey Corridan. Tom Quilter's in a lot of space again on this left-hand side. Now Quilter is being used, and he sends it back inside to Owen Flaherty. Owen Flaherty right in front of the posts. He has a great chance to kick a score here and reduce the gap to 1, and he's done it. Second point of the day for Owen O'Flaherty. And Coláiste Mhuire are being reeled in by the men from Kerry. Will it be another football accolade at an All-Ireland level that's going to the Kingdom? They have the All-Ireland Inter-County. They had junior, intermediate and senior club titles. Now they're looking for the post-primary award. And they've got it again from the kick-out. It's Tom Quilter. It's Mikey Corridan from Ardfert. Quilter continues his run outside him. And now he's got it in hand. Nick Lacey's making a run forward and Quilter's found him. Lacey's a bit too far out though. He's going to need help. He's got it from Corridan. Couldn't get it first time though. So Nick Lacey takes over again. It's going to drop in around the house. Here comes the goalkeeper. And he claims it safely, taking it away from Ryan Hurley. Now Mullingar bring the ball out. You feel like they need to get a score just to settle the nerves. It's in the hands of Michael Mhuire, their captain. And now Conor Cleary from the Downs has been forced out to the sideline. He's now in front of the massive Tralee supporters in the Hogan. Cian Loughlin inside for Will Scahill. Scahill under the attention of Owen Moriarty, but he gets away. Now Owen O'Flaherty trying to turn him over. Conor Cleary has the ball back. And the kick pass goes to Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne tracked by Ryan Hurley. Now Christopher Ormsby, the big man in midfield. Mullingar just taking stock as the roars continue to come down on them from the Tralee fans. They may be outnumbered, but they're making a lot of noise right now. And Mullingar are responding in kind. Can Mullingar respond on the pitch? It's Stephen McWade. McWade steps inside the challenge of Michael Enright. Enright comes back for a second bite. But McWade will get his shot away. It's short. And Ormsby can't get on the end of it. And it's wide. And here comes the first change.
Number 10, Tyler Connor, is replaced by number 19, Killian Hurley.
So a switch in attack. O'Connor, the number 10, is off. And number 19, Hurley from St. Senans, will play the last quarter of this Hogan final. Tralee still trail. There's still a point in it, but there's real positive momentum for them now as Olivier Lata stands over this kick out. It's going long, might go over the sideline and does. Tom Quilter couldn't get there. It's not the first time we've seen those kick outs drop right out of play. Conor Cleary finds Michael Weir inside. And now Christopher Ormsby looking to break a tackle. He does. Looking to fashion a scoring opportunity. He doesn't. Brilliant block down. Ormsby, though, looks to get the ball back. But Tom Quilter is the man to take it away. Quilter, though, held up. Looking to get past three Mullingar men, and he does. Great play from Tom Quilter. And now here come Tralee through Fionn Ryan. Garrod White with a low ball inside to Nick Lacey. Nick Lacey taking on Ben Sheeran. Nick Lacey trying to get away from Ben Sheeran. And Nick Lacey wins the free from Ben Sheeran. And this will take the teams level. Great tenacity there from Lacey. Held off Sheeran consistently until he had no choice but to foul him.
Number 15, Stephen Wade, is replaced by number 20, Sean Hayes.
So the first change for Mullingar also comes in attack. McWade, the corner forward, is off. And Sean Hayes from St. Lomans is on. As we get another look at the brilliant play from Tom Quilter to take it out of defence. Looked like a big smile on his face as well. He enjoyed that passage of play very much. So here's Ronan Carroll. A score here would take his personal tally to 4 points. It would be his third converted free. But most importantly, it would draw his school level in their pursuit to their first Hogan Cup. And Carroll duly delivers. So for the first time since about 15 or 20 seconds into the match, Mullingar are not in the lead. And you just wonder how they'll respond to this comeback We saw Athenry reeled in by a powerhouse earlier today in the hurling final, and they couldn't stop the onslaught of St. Kieran's. So what do the team from Westmeath have for the team from Kerry? They've won a free, first of all, out on the Cusack sideline. And they continue the play through the new player, Sean Hayes. On the 45-metre line now is Conor Cleary. Conor Cleary, who got the second of the 3 goals for Mullingar. Now it's Sean Byrne. Cian Loughlin's looking from inside. He's going for the 2-pointer. This one looks like it's dropping in around the house, and it's dropped wide. Olivier Lata watched that one all the way. And another Tralee change. So Ryan Hurley is off, the only one of the Tralee forwards, starting forwards, to not get on the score sheet. And his place will be taken by Darragh Murphy from St. Pat's, Blennerville. Lata is looking left for his kick out. He's put a couple of those over the sideline, so he'd want to be careful if that is his plan. He's just waiting for Hurley to come off the pitch, and now he does. Lata instead looks right, and the kick is going right. The ball is broken, and it's won by Sean Hayes, but he's forced over the sideline, and it's a line ball to Tralee. Comes now to Cian McKenna in the middle of the park. Now it's his midfield partner, Martin McKivergan, the joint captain. Tom Quilter, who's suddenly finding a lot of space for possession on the left-hand side of the field. Ronan Carroll from Mikey Corridon. And Owen O'Flaherty again. Now advancing from outside the 45 is Gerard White. He's inside the arc. He's just outside the D. He shoots from outside the D, and he got the advantage from the position where he shot. So Ronan Carroll, who recently pointed a free to draw them level, will now have the chance to point a free to put them in front. And it will be, if I'm not mistaken, the first time in this match that Tralee CBS have been in front. So a big responsibility for Ronan Carroll. The noise coming from the Mullingar fans as Carroll strikes. That's tailing right, and it's wide. A let off for Mullingar with 10 minutes exactly remaining in the final. The short kick out from Mullingar. And the pass goes inside now to Ty Masterson, who's done great work at taking the ball out, but he nearly got intercepted there, but Owen Donoghue is retrieving the situation. Now it is Masterson. Ben Sheeran's in a lot of space in the middle of the arc, and now here is Sheeran. Conor Cleary's there for him. Cleary now takes possession. Conor Cleary driving through the middle of the Croke Park pitch. Steps inside Killian Hurley. There's a pass now to Paul Keating. And Mullingar briefly forced backwards. And both sets of fans raising their voices, trying to drive their team over the line. It's all to play for. The pass inside has come to Christor Ormsby. Goes left and right. Snatches at a shot and puts it wide. So Ormsby's name will remain off the score sheet for the time being. Olivier Lata sends his kick out left. Underneath that is Martin McKivergan, caught cleanly, and releases Cian McKenna down the Hogan sideline. There's space now for McKenna to run into. There's a man charging through the middle. It's Nick Lacey. McKenna might take this on himself. Instead, he looks to Ronan Carroll, who's been hung out of no free yet. It's McKenna again. Desperate defence by Mullingar to crowd out the space. Now it's Nick Lacey, and they've been forced outside the arc. O'Flaherty looking for his third, but short and wide. The pressure of the Mullingar defenders told there and forced O'Flaherty to snatch at that shot as we get another look at the brilliant take from McKivergan off the kick out. Another short kick out to Owen Donoghue from Mullingar. And now Michael Maloney, the man who scored the goal just before half-time to put Mullingar in such a commanding position. But now they find themselves in a dogfight and they've coughed up the ball. Garrod White for Tralee. Inching forward, looking for the right time to play the pass to Nick Lacey. Now it's Lacey. He's way out in the corner and there's no one in the middle to receive a potential cross. So Tralee are going to have to work this out and around to try and find the path to the point. O'Flaherty. Cian McKenna from Churchill. Tom Quilter from Churchill. And back to Mikey Corridan. O'Flaherty takes on Ormsby, beats Ormsby. He has another shooting opportunity here. Instead goes with the pass to Nick Lacey. The corner forward swings and fires and puts it over the bar. We weren't sure what the umpire was going to do. He trotted forward, picked up the white flag and released the roar from the Tralee fans underneath us here in the Hogan stand. And for the first time today, the men from Kerry take the lead. Now, what resilience do Mullingar have in reserve? They have the ball around the centre of the park. It's Conor Cleary and now Michael Mhuire, the captain, wearing number 5. The big man in the middle, Christopher Ormsby, has possession now. Defers to his captain once again. Tom Quilter is blocking his path forward. Now Mhuire tries to beat him. Quilter still on him. And the pass now goes away. The pass is loose though from Sean Byrne, but they have the ball. Paul Keating looks to release. Michael Maloney. Michael Maloney has put it over the bar and drawn his team level again. They were walking a tightrope through that Tralee defence, but they successfully navigated. And another kick out has gone over the sideline from Olivier Lata. In fact, it went over the advertising hoarding and back down the Cusick tunnel, where earlier today St. Kieran's College retreated with their Croke Cup trophy. So we'll have time to catch our breath a bit with 5 minutes left of normal time. Cian Loughlin will take this sideline ball, sends it to Will Scahill from Shandonna. Sean Byrne from St. Lomans sends a 50-50 ball in, which has been cut out. And it looked like a clothesline there from Ormsby on Tom Quilter, who stayed on his feet and takes the free quickly, so no need to flash a card at anybody. Here's O'Flaherty, and Owen O'Flaherty's won the free, and this one's taken quickly too. Mikey Corridan looks to escape up the field, and he's pushed, and another free, and another one quickly taken. Corridan continues. Now Ty Masterson is trying to force him backwards. The pass inside is now with Martin McKivergan. Cian McKenna, the goal scorer, whose slick finish into the bottom corner really turned this final on its head from a Tralee perspective. It gave them the path to get back into contention. And now here's a chance to take the lead. Garrod White with an injection of pace. Looks to pass it over a Mullingar man and has got it back, but he's gone down. And so he tried to shoot from the floor, and it's harmlessly into the hands of Adam Buckley in the Mullingar goal. Now here come Coláiste. Christopher Ormsby goes with the pass to the outside of his boot, out wide to Owen Donoghue, the cornerback. Sean Byrne has Paul Keating with him. Here is Keating. 3 points to his name so far in this final. Thought he was going to go for a forward pass to Conor Cleary, his fellow wing forward, but he goes conservative back to Ty Masterson. Cian Loughlin with a pass inside, but Finn Higgins sees it cut off by Owen Moriarty. The substitute now, Cillian Hickey, will begin the Tralee offensive. 2.5 minutes left. We're all square here. Remember, it is extra time and penalties, so this Hogan Cup will be won today, no matter what happens. And what happens now is a sideline ball for Tralee CBS. Bit of afters as the ball trickled over. There were some heavy tackles going in. And the referees just flashed the yellow card at the midfielder for Mullingar, Christor Ormsby. So the big man is in the book. The line ball has been cut off by Conor Cleary, but Owen Moriarty has retained possession for Tralee, and he's taken out, and it's a free kick just outside Tralee's own 65-metre line. McKivergan takes it short to O'Flaherty. O'Flaherty bounces off a challenge, and the Mullingar man has stayed down. Their fans are outraged, but McKivergan escapes the scene of the crime. It's Ronan Carroll, looks to send it inside, and I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Whatever it was, it ended up trickling pretty harmlessly wide. That Mullingar man is still down, and the referee is coming back to have a look at the situation. It was McKivergan who just busted through Paul Keating, who is still down, receiving treatment. Water being fired at the Mullingar players. They'll need their energy for what remains in this game and potentially for what is still to come. 1 minute of the 60 is left in this final. The kick out is going to come now from Adam Buckley from Mullingar Shamrocks. He sends it long. It's going to land around the halfway line. It looked to be claimed by Sean Hayes, but it slipped out of his grasp. And now here comes Gearóid White for Tralee. White sprinting clear. He's got a man in front of him to Nick Lacey, but he might go himself. It's White with a fist, and it's over the bar. A storming run from Gearóid White. His second of the final, and Tralee take the lead with 30 seconds left. The kick out was short, but it was floated, and Tralee have it back. Owen Moriarty. Martin McKivergan. And now to Cian McKenna. The fourth official is ready with his board as Mikey Corridan takes possession, and it's 3 added minutes. Corridan has 2 Mullingar men for company. The Mullingar men are screaming for overcarrying, so is their bench and their coaches, but play continues. And Owen O'Flaherty has possession, being pursued by Christor Ormsby. Ormsby has to be careful in the tackle. He's already on a yellow card, but Flaherty gets by him. It's Owen O'Flaherty right in front of the posts. It's high and it's wide. And you can't be missing from that sort of range, even in these sorts of high pressure situations. The rumbling from beneath us tells you that both sets of fans still believe there's a change from Mullingar. And one man from the Downs replaces another. One of the 3 goal scorers, Conor Cleary, is off. Padraig Monaghan's on. And the long kick out has been won by Mullingar. And here they come. Finn Higgins finds himself in space. Higgins, he's got a man outside him, but goes with a conservative option and takes his point. The final starting forward for Mullingar to add his name to the score sheet is Finn Higgins. And we're level again, halfway through the 3 additional minutes. Olivier Lata's kick out is going straight down the throat of the new player, Padraig Monaghan for Mullingar. Cian Loughlin just looks to slow things down a little bit, assess their options, because every kick from here on in will be crucial. Sean Byrne has to face up to Mikey Corridan. Goes back to Will Scahill. Scahill looks to inject some pace. Cuts in on his right boot. Just inside the D. It's Will Scahill. It's over the bar. And Mullingar have the lead again. The lead they had for so long. The lead they had probably taken for granted perhaps at some stage. But now will savour it so much because they're so close to their first Hogan Cup. We're in the last minute of the three. Tralee want their first Hogan Cup too. They got to put this over the bar if they want to stay in the fight for it. Ronan Carroll in between the 65 and the 45, right in the middle of the field, very central. It's Fionn Ryan, the joint captain of Tralee. Now Gearóid White. White again. They need to fashion a scoring opportunity. There's only 10 seconds left. Comes out to Tom Quilter. But he hasn't shot for a while and he doesn't now. The 3 minutes are up. They need to do it now or else this could get away from them. It's a loose solo and it's been won. It's been won by the captain, Michael Mhuire. Will he be the one to get his hands on the trophy? That intervention might have sealed it for him. But the has been turned over again in the gloves of Owen O'Flaherty. And now a cynical rugby tackle. And Gearóid White is being held on the floor. It's in between the 65 and the 45. You'd need a monstrous boot to be able to get it over from here. Paul Keaton's got a black card. Maybe you think that's a necessary sacrifice. In fact, I'm sure he does if it's what gets his men over the line. So now what do you do if you're Tralee? I'm sure I'd be amazed if the referee doesn't allow a short pass, but Martin McKivergan is standing over this and he's put the ball on the ground. I think he's going to kick for the posts, and if he gets it over the bar, it's a 2-pointer, and that turns a 1-point deficit into a 1-point lead, and that's the game for Tralee. That's the cup for Tralee. Tralee men and Mullingar men on their hunkers watching this. The 3 men inside their own half. They can do no more. Here goes a shot from McKivergan. It's going left. It's going wide. And the referee has blown the full-time whistle. And Coláiste Mullingar have won the Hogan Cup in about as dramatic a final as we could have hoped to see this St. Patrick's Day. Despair for Tralee. Delight for Mullingar. An All-Ireland title is going to Westmeath. It's the Hogan Cup. And the masses of green and white in the Hogan stand are going berserk. Mullingar took command of this game from the outset. They were drawn back into a dogfight, but they found the scores where they needed to and when they needed to, and they just about hold Tralee CBS at bay. And in their first final, they've won it all. Tralee's second final ends in their second defeat. But this is a day for Westmeath, for Mullingar, for those young men from Coláiste. The full-time score is Coláiste Mullingar 3-11, Tralee CBS 116. I've been Sean Breslin doing this audio descriptive commentary for Croke Park in collaboration with Vision Sport Ireland. Thank you for listening. Happy St. Patrick's Day.